ladies and gents, so we've got a horror trailer to watch today and react to. It's not got a lot of views, so you know we're looking at 23,000, so you may not actually even be aware of this. This is by the director of Dog Soldiers, Neil Marshall. Now yes, he's done some crap, but he's also done some really good stuff, and he's paired with here again with an actor that I absolutely love, Sean Pertwee, the chap who was in Dog Soldiers. So I'm really keen to watch this and see if it's any good. I've not seen the trailer yet. I just know that it's a horror movie. It's called The Reckoning. Let's watch it together. It's by this RLJE Films. They do a lot of like indie productions, and again I'm all about that. Why not? So let's check it out.
The sickness hangs over the city like putrid fog. Bodies are piled high in the narrow streets. It's as if the day of judgment has finally arrived.
Flagellating.
I'll give you some advice. Leave town while you can.
I saw her the other day. She was acting bloody peculiar.
What?
There's only one thing that can explain it. She made a pact with the devil.
Oof. Tense.
Nowhere to run, witch!
What's happened to me? They'll try to break you.
Yeah.
Like they did to the rest of us.
Fear not, my child. Salvation is at hand.
There's something wicked at work in that place.
Okay.
She has the devil inside her.
My will is greater than yours.
We'll see.
Confess!
Nobody's safe.
Oh. Okay. I started laughing because it's literally just me. Like I realised what I obviously look like, just total idiot. I'm just sat here going like, this looks so good, because it really does actually look great. Yeah, I'm really impressed by that actually. Yeah, I think that looks really decent, but I do want to go again, like I do with these, go bit by bit. So apparently the synopsis is: after losing her husband during the Great Plague, Grace Haverstock, played by Charlotte Kirk, is unjustly accused of being a witch and placed in the custody of England's most ruthless witch hunter, Judge Moorcroft, played by Sean Pertwee. Forced to endure physical and emotional torture while steadfastly maintaining her innocence, Grace must face down her own inner demons as the devil himself starts to work his way into her mind. So I guess, like, is it real? What's actually happening? And I really like these kind of movies because this did actually happen. You know, the witch trials did actually happen, and yes, it's barbaric and it's awful, but it did actually happen. So exploring it as a premise is great, really, really good. You know, 1665, the Great Plague, and as well, like it actually looks pretty decent. Like Neil Marshall knows how to make a good film. Cinematography's a good thing for him. He knows what to do with a small budget. I mean, look at this. The only thing that I would say in this shot here is that everything is really, really dark, but the fire is quite bright. It almost looks like artificial fire as a result. You see, like, look how that man walks past the fire, right? And then you see the horses in the background. Let me just see if my head's in the way. No, it's not. So as you can see here, like I said, as he walks through, it's almost artificially bright. So it draws... That's the only downside here, is that it makes it look a little bit like it's green screen. It's probably not, in fairness. but it's just a color grading decision. But I mean, it looks great. And he's obviously got, is that him? I guess maybe he's got the plague. But, you know, good to see the plague doctor. Masks. What does it say? Lord have something in the background there. Lord have mercy, I'd imagine. I don't know. But those costumes are great. That's great set design. The costumes look great. You know, you could, I'm sure someone will probably say that they could be dirtier because they look quite clean. But I will say this, is that red, you could spray that with Dirty Down spray, having made my own films, and it will still look somehow alright, even though you sprayed it and it's got crap all over it. Some colours just don't do very well when you try to artificially dirty them. They just don't. This was interesting, you know, flagellation. It's something which a lot of people are not actually aware of in this day and age, but again, it's something that they did actually do. You know, hurt themselves, flagellate. Almost sounds like a sex act, doesn't it? But it's not. But yeah, but there was one particular shot that I really wanted to look at. I guess it's going to be on Shudder, which is good for getting it out there. I'm happy with that. Like that, it looks pretty decent. You know, that could be a seaside, not seaside town, but like a lakeside, riverside town in the UK. You know, I live here, like I'm well aware of what they look like. But there was one shot. It was this. So she rides into town, and obviously they've marked people for the plague. But there was this, like a corpse there or something like that. Like, it's awful. Look at that. It just looks disgusting, but really, really good at the same time. You know, and obviously this is her seeing her husband, I would imagine. You know, it's like a nightmare, because obviously if you read the premise, her husband is gone. But like, you know, this costume lends itself so well. Like, again, real life, you know, but it lends itself so well to something terrifying. And Sean Pertwee's great. Like, he needs to be in so many more things. He's fantastic. These look decent. You know, like the floor looks gross, and I know that's it's a weird thing to say, but like set design matters, and it looks like they've shot it in an actual location. You know, the floor does look gross. My only gripe here, and it's a small one, is if you look at the candles, you'd expect there to be more candle wax puddles, you know, as it's pulled over and dried up. From there, it looks a little bit artificial, like they like a set. But that's my only, you know, that's my only gripe there. But beautiful colours. Everything's got quite a nice, it's almost like a haze running across it. Maybe they put like an artificial film grain on it. I don't know. Not seen enough to look at, you know, to spot any film grain here. But yeah, doesn't it look great? Good. Technically, it's really, really well done. And that's the thing, like, he's really, really good with his movies in terms of cinematography and stuff. And like I said, yeah, he's made some crap films. Like, of course he has. But he's also made some really, really good ones. And this looks fab. Again, see here, this is what I mean, guys. Like, I know it's a weird thing to pick up on, but there'd be puddles. Do you know what I mean? Like, I know it's a weird thing to pick up on, but there would be. You know, it's fear spreads. Was it like the plague or something like that? And there's that closing shot. So I guess maybe the thought process here is, has she gone insane? Does she go insane? Is she actually a witch? Does she summon the devil? Is it her own inner demons? Blah blah blah. You know, all this kind of crap. Or is it him? Is he the devil? Is he the inner demons? They definitely spoiled some bits and pieces here, which is a shame actually. Like, obviously she clearly escapes, which is, you know, that's a shame. Yeah, see, they've spoiled that. That's a bit dumb. That explosion's a bit meh. You know, that, I'll tell you, that's the only questionable thing I've seen so far. Is that explosion. Yeah, that explosion looks like crap. The fire in the background looks good. That looks good. Even the ones over here looks really, really good. But that explosion is the only questionable thing. This looks great, man. I'm really happy about this. Yeah. So it does say in theatres and on demand, February 5th. Well, I'll be watching this. And then there's obviously this here. You know, what's that? Wow. I love the look of this. I think this is great. Let me know your thoughts down below. I will try to brighten this image a little bit just so you can actually watch it, because software tends to degrade it a little bit. But anyway, let me know your thoughts. I really want to watch this. Thanks so much. Take care.